all for free. Get the facts and the help you need after an accident. Call Young, Reverman, and Bolliton.
Teasdale Fenton's air duct cleaning services rid your home of unwanted contaminants that can cause various respiratory issues for you and your family.
As a busy mom, I would highly recommend Teasdale Fenton to my friends and family.
Visit our website or call now to schedule air duct cleaning today.
Your roof can get complicated. Chimneys, vents, furnace pipes, and lots of nooks and crannies you may not even know you need to protect. When it comes to leaks, at Feasel, we don't mess around. That's why when we install your roofing system, we also install custom flashing so everything stays watertight. It's extra attention so there's less stress. The details matter. That's why you hire Feasel. Visit FieselInc.com and save $1,000 off your new roof.
This year's Cincinnati Auto Expo is on the go. March 1st through the 9th will be your chance to test drive a new car. You simply log on to the website on your screen to see the participating tri-state dealers near you. See a vehicle that catches your eye, schedule a test drive. It's Cincinnati Auto on the go.
Of Studio A and Studio B, and we have moved all the way to space, and we are back with more
Space News!
There we go. We got it together. It's been 55 years since Ohio native Neil Armstrong first landed on the moon.
Yeah, it took those small steps and all, but this week NASA is taking some big steps to return to the lunar surface. Later this evening, NASA will be launching this lunar lander. It was made by a company called Intuitive Machines. It will take around 10 days for it to reach the moon, but it will not be alone. Check out these photos from a separate lunar lander mission. The Blue Ghost Lander, the Blue Ghost Lunar Lander, is taking some stunning new pictures of the Earth and the moon. They include pictures of the moon's far side, which is not visible from Earth. It shows a rocky surface, which I guess you would probably expect, along with plenty of impact craters and great big old boulders. The Blue Ghost Lander will attempt a moon landing on Sunday. Look at that. Look at that beautiful orb floating in space, and why do we keep screwing things up down here?
I know.
Golly, that's pretty.
It is, and it just gives you a whole new perspective.
It does.
Gosh,
It does.
wow. Well, all right. Let's go straight from the moon to Mars.
Yay!
Scientists think that they've uncovered the mystery behind why Mars is red.
Why is it red, Jen?
Well, that's a little hot this morning. They always thought that the iron in the rocks reacted with oxygen to create the color. However, new research suggests a different mineral containing water may be responsible. The scientists think the mineral must have formed on ancient Mars when there was water on the planet, and they're hoping this will eventually give some insight into how atmospheres of Earth, like planets, have evolved.
It's curious. Don't you want to get to Mars before you and I are dead? Like not you personally. I mean like humans.
Like humans, sure.
Yeah.
Me, no.
Yeah.
Like.
Do you think we'll do it? Assuming average lifespan. You know what I mean? Like if you and I get like mid-70s, say, which is still so far away for us.
40,
it's not even
7
close.
years away.
I really hope so. Let's get back to the moon first and all that kind of jazz.
Right.
But it would be, what a thing. What a thing that would be.
I don't know all the challenges that would prevent us from going there versus the moon.
It is almost as complicated as the big boy situation.
Well, if they need me to do a flowchart, I'm willing, NASA.
Wouldn't that be neat, though? I mean, come on.
Yes, I mean,
I feel like as a species, we need a win.
We do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because we're just down, we fight over lots of things that really, it's 2025, and why are we fighting over things like that? But Mars, we could be like, what?
Like, so
I wasn't there, but I feel like it did. Yeah. I've seen shows.
I've seen things.
All right, it's 8:15. We are about to head back to Earth from our lofty place here on Mars.
Hi, everybody. We'll be right back.
Specifically, we're going to take you to the NFL Scouting Combine, which is kicking off in Indy just ahead. We'll get your help in decoding a cryptic post. We think I've got it all taken care of at this point from a player on the Bengals. We asked Jen's son. He's going to explain it to us. We'll be right back. Look over there.
Hey.
Oh, yay.
Ever since Kimora was a little girl, she had her sights set on the sky, and Spectrum Internet brought the sky to her fingertips. As Kimora grew, her dreams grew with her, evolving and elevating with unlimited connectivity made possible by Spectrum Internet. Switch to Spectrum Advantage for just $20 per month with a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-90138. The sky was never the limit for Kimora. Let your dreams take flight and live life unlimited.
Relax, recline, unwind. Big Sandy Superstore is practically the world headquarters for furniture that reclines. Say goodbye to upright and uptight. Hello to reclining furniture. Pick your style. We have the best selection of recliners, sofas, love seats, modular reclining sectionals. Any way you want it, we got it. And right now with special financing options and faster, you could be reclining sooner than you think at Big Sandy Superstore.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Space still. Hey, we're back.
Space to soccer. Soccer season is back. It's here, and fans of the orange and blue will be in the Bailey tonight.
Yes, FC Cincinnati is taking on Motagua FC tonight at TQL Stadium. Kickoff is set for 6:30. This game is part of the CONCACAF tournament. Bob's favorite term to say. Besides just being a fun word to say it again, Bob.
CONCACAF.
CONCACAF stands for Confederation of North, Central America, and Caribbean Association Football. Motagua is a team from the Central American nation of Honduras.
And remember, they played there. They played in Honduras already and won big, like 4-1.
Right.
4-1. But the thing that it's not, I don't know if it's concerning is the right word, but they're going to have had, by the time they get to this weekend, because they play another regular season game this Wednesday, like 4 games in a very short span of time. So I hope that they're able to keep their legs. You know what I mean? Because they've been playing a lot of soccer here very, very early in the regular MLS season. So we'll see.
That's a lot in a short period.
Tis.
But we believe.
Tis. Oh, how we believe. And I believe we are heading into my favorite time of year. Let's talk about some college basketball. Bearcats is where we begin. Their dream of a spot, maybe even earning that at-large bid for the NCAA tournament, stays alive as they pick up a crucial win. Jizzle James had 18. It was a tight one last night. 69-67 win against Baylor, thanks to a late-game frenzy. This was Cincinnati's first time hosting Baylor. Bearcats travel to play Houston on Saturday. And how about Jen Dalton's Red Hawks? Miami University now has the most MAC wins in just about 20 years for them. The Red Hawks basketball team shut down Northern Illinois 87-58. Ian Elmer and Brant Byers each scored a game-high 22. The team will head up north to face off with OU, Ohio University, on Saturday.
Go Miami.
And that clock is ticking. We are just 18 days.
Oh, look at that countdown clock.
Until Selection Sunday, baby, and the official start of NCAA March Madness. Selection Sunday is March 16th. 2 days later, you get those first 4 games. And then on the 20th, first round games begin. Oh, the majesty. I love it so much. I truly, truly, truly
I know you do.
Love it
it's
so
your
much.
time of the year.
You know, it's going to be curious for Miami especially because the MAC is a smaller conference, okay? They get an automatic bid, the conference does, for the winner of the MAC tournament.
Okay.
Okay. But let's just say Miami ends up being the regular season best team in the MAC, but would get upset in the MAC tournament. I don't know if the MAC is looked upon in high enough regard this season to get an at-large team in.
Wow, so it's like the football playoffs kind of like you could have a perfect season, but if you lose the playoff game,
if they do not get that automatic bid by winning their conference tournament, I don't know that they'll get in. Which would be a bummer because they've had an outstanding season. They really have.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my son up there. I want to take him to see a game.
Oh, you ought to. Yeah. He'd have.
There's only a couple left though before tournament. So.
I wonder where they're playing the MAC tournament this year.
I don't know.
I don't know that either. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yep.
Well, we want to know your March Madness plans. So you know what we love more than a countdown clock? We love a QR code.
Oh, we do.
We would love for you to just check in with us, scan this QR code, and give us your input. Will you be filling out a bracket this year? You have a few options. You can say yes, no, maybe, and yes, more than one.
Tanner, leave that up there for a second because I'm going to present what I think is an ethical and important question to Jen Dalton on this very topic. If you are going to fill out more than one,
okay,
if you're going to fill out more than one, do you fill them out confidently all the same way?
Ooh.
Or do you fill out multiple brackets multiple different ways?
That's a good. I have never done more than one.
Okay.
And mine have never ever been successful, so I don't know the answer to that.
But that's sort of the beauty of this tournament, though. You may not have a clue about college basketball. You don't watch it. You don't follow it. And sometimes you'll have a couple of upsets. It's what makes the Thursday and Friday of the first round game so exciting. And I think one of the best things in sport is you'll have upsets that never should have happened. Absolutely. There's no way.
A Cinderella story.
99 times out of 100 would that team ever beat a Kentucky, a Duke, name a blue blood team. But they do. And it's just, I mean, if you're a Kentucky fan and that happens, you're really sad for a long time.
Oh, look, 21% so far do multiple.
Are multiple. Look at that. Love that.
Some people don't know. That's
love when you scan our QR codes and participate. It lets us know that you're here.
It does.
You're really here. I know you.
Hey, you. Do you do more than one?
I will fill out multiple, but I tend to fill them out pretty much the same way.
You do, okay.
And I will own up to the fact that I fill them out much too much with my heart and not my head sometimes. Like, I don't know that I've ever filled out a bracket where I didn't have Kentucky at least to the Final Four, which there have been years where that was probably not the wisest thing for me to do.
You're much different than me in like fantasy football.
Yeah.
I go
I
go no heart.
But that's the smarter way to do it. If you genuinely want to win the thing, but I feel like somehow Kentucky will know. They'll know.
I know.
If I don't, or Xavier will know if I don't, choose them to win the first couple of games or something like that.
They get in. Do your true one and then your.
No, I get it.
I don't know.
We do it. We among my family members, we have another way that we do it as well. We have we whittle down to who's going to participate down to 8 of us, and each person in this game that we do gets 8 teams.
Oh.
And you get a point for each win one of your teams gets.
Okay.
And so you have a round robin drawing of who gets to pick first and who gets to pick second and whatever. Okay. That's another fun way to do it.
That is fun.
Yeah.
I've not heard it that way.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, well, moving on to a different sport. Draft season is officially here as the NFL Combine kicked off in Indianapolis. The Bengals are, of course, a hot topic of conversation anytime, but right now as well. The big contracts are a dominant talking point, but there are plenty of issues on the defensive side to iron out. Zach Taylor shared a little bit of what kind of player the Bengals are looking for.
What are they capable of? What drives them? Is it a player that's not going to put in a lot of work, didn't do a lot of the things we're going to ask him to do, and it's a real unknown or risk? It's a balance all that. And it's never perfect. You've got our scouts have done a great job over the last 2 years evaluating each of these guys that are finally here. And then we'll get all the hands-on information we can get over these next 3 months to get to that conclusion.
I promise that was real.
Nope.
Zach Taylor, not out of a video game.
That was Max Headroom.
It did the video was a little janky there. All right. Well, Bengals GM Duke Tobin says the team plans to make Jamar Chase the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. Tobin also addressed some questions surrounding a contract for T. Higgins. He says it's his goal to get a long-term deal done with T before the deadline to put a franchise tag on him next week. Hold on, though.
Bum, bum, bum.
Last night, T himself stoked the flames and the rumors on X. He tweeted this out around 10 p.m. You see, it's just a single blue basketball, or it's a baseball cap emoji, leaving many fans. I was confused for a second because we're talking about football, and
but
it's a baseball hat.
It's a baseball cap, sure.
And we were just talking about.
That's okay. Don't be confused.
It's a hat, leaving many Bengals fans in the replies questioning what the heck is going on, and so many people were speculating: is it a blue cap? Is he going to the Colts?
Is it something about the salary cap?
Yeah, but
well, it turns out all those people who were questioning are probably over the age of 30.
Right, because our younger folks here tell us, and as my son, who came on as our Gen Alpha translator, told us, and we should have just remembered that, the cap stands for, when you post it,
no cap.
No cap. Well, no, it stands for capping.
Right, or no cap. You can say
no cap would be not lying. No cap, because capping is lying.
Oh.
So he put a cap saying somebody's lying. See, so if it's no cap, I'm like, Bob is super cool, no cap. That means I'm not lying.
I'll take things no one has ever said for 1,000, please.
Bob loves basketball, no cap.
Good. Now I understand. I got it.
Sheila loves Star Wars, cap.
Ah!
Now you get it?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Right.
Thank you. That helped me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we think, at least the younger folks tell us, that the cap means that he's suggesting somebody's lying, which could be Tobin.
That, again,
yeah, we don't know.
Possibility. Yeah. By the way, the last 3 minutes of what we just did could have been brought to you by AARP.
I got my.
I've got
mine.
They
sent me the thing. No, I don't have it, but they sent it to me.
I think I'm going to get it.
Offended.
The deals are unbelievable.
Super offended.
Oh my gosh,
Are
the
they?
deal.
Okay,
Why would I not get the card? I don't care.
2 years ago, a guy asked me if I had my AARP, and I was very upset.
I'll slap that thing on the table. I'll be like, how much money are you going to give me back, son? Sonny Jim.
Have you been getting the senior coffees yet?
Old man wants some soup. I love soup. I don't want to get into a whole soup discussion. Yeah. We have other things to do.
Soup, there it is.
Wait.
What is that? Is that little Ellie De La Cruz?
Where is he? Oh, he's over there.
I knew he didn't die.
Nice job,
Thank
Anthony.
You. For regular viewers, you will know that there's a...
What if he picks up that thing?
He's not moving as fast as
Wait, let's see if he goes toward it.
This
All right,
is a
Tanner,
stink bug that we nicknamed Ellie De La Cruz because it was very, very fast the other day.
We have to keep going, I'm told.
Okay, we got to go.
Okay, it has a few names. Tush Push, the brotherly shove. This morning, however, we are hearing about a new movement to ban that controversial football play. The Green Bay Packers are calling for the National Football League's competition committee to place a ban on the Tush Push. According to league sources, over the past few years, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles have used the Tush Push to great effect. Get short yardage, to either pick up a first down or score a touchdown. When the play is called, very simple, quarterback Jalen Hurts snaps the ball, and then a bunch of great big giant dudes just start pushing him. Officials with the NFL have looked at the matter before, but determined there was no significant increase in potential injuries, which would be one reason not to do it. Philadelphia has had a lot of success with Tush Push, including during their recent Super Bowl victory. The competition committee is expected to discuss the matter at next month's annual league meeting.
Your thoughts? I don't know.
My initial,
I've seen them do it, and
yeah.
So I don't know.
My initial thought is, first of all, if it's not something where people are more likely to get injured, which is
right.
a reason they would look at it. If it is so effective, which they have proven it can be, why doesn't everybody do it? I know sometimes other teams try. It's not like it's exclusive to them by any stretch.
Right.
They just have proven to be better at it. And I would suggest one of the reasons they are better at it is the dudes they've got up front.
Enormous.
Right. I mean,
one guy that was a rugby player,
their
right?
offensive line is unflippin' believable. And I think that probably helps a lot.
But you can't then just say, well, they're doing it better. They can.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know that they can. Though we've seen other leagues have done similar things.
Okay.
Like and somebody will correct me if I'm saying the wrong player, but I think for a while in the NBA that the dunk was banned.
Really?
Yeah, because was it Wilt or was it Kareem? Was just so dominant. They're like, yeah, you just can't do that anymore because nobody can stop it. Like that was a thing.
For like a period of time.
For a period of time,
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
Somebody will correct me if it was Will Chamberlain or if it was Kareem. I can't remember. But point being, it wouldn't be the most outlandish thing if there was one team or one. I don't like that idea. I think if you don't like it, stop them.
Yeah.
Get some dudes up front that can stop them. And if not, then you're in trouble. Yeah. And as they showed the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, they were in trouble. They had a lot of other things going on too. But anyway, all right. It is 8:31. The ocean is terrifying.
That's why I don't go in it.
Being stuck underwater, perhaps a bit more terrifying. We're going to hear about this new underwater thriller that will take your breath away.
Shark's
Stay
House.
with us.
Ocean is shocked.
A missing woman.
Kathy was trying to break off the relationship.
And an arrest 30 years in the making. Dateline.
Tonight at 8 on Star 64.
Other car dealers got you stuck in neutral, turned down for financing when you were told you were approved? Now you can drive at iDrive. At iDrive Auto Sales and Service Centers, we believe that buying a vehicle should be enjoyable and stress-free. We have a wide selection of top-quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. So no matter your credit score, we offer guaranteed approvals, down payment assistance, and take all kinds of trades, even items that aren't vehicles. Check us out at nowidrive.com. Apply online or visit our Fairfield location today.
The Panera You Pick 2 you've always loved now has a price you'll love even more. Starting at $8.98, mix 2 Panera faves to craft the perfect meal just for you. Whether it's a soup and salad or sandwich and mac, the choice is all yours. Panera's You Pick 2, endless combinations now starting at $8.98.
If you've been waiting for the best deal on your next boat or RV, it's here. The Cincinnati Boat and RV Expo is the last show of the season, and it'll be full of boats, RVs, and more from Cincinnati's best dealers. This is your chance with on-site financing and free parking all weekend. If you've been waiting to pull the trigger, then now's the time to do it. Plus, this is the only show where you'll find the amazing float house on-site, ready to tour and buy. Don't miss the Cincinnati Boat and RV Expo, March 7th through 9th at the Roberts Center, exit 50 off of I-71 in Wilmington.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV?
It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
Oh, it's all connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows. Oh my God.
Is she talking to us?
Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Or mind control?
Were you recently electrocuted?
A better way to watch whatever you want to watch.
Well, I, for one, am intrigued.
At Dayton Public Schools, we're looking for dependable people to join our team in classified roles. Whether you're helping our students get to school safely or keeping our schools running smoothly, you'll make a difference every day. With excellent benefits and a supportive team, and located just 30 minutes from I-275, Dayton Public Schools offers more than just a job. It's a chance to be part of something bigger. You'll need a high school diploma, be reliable, and be able to pass a criminal background check. Join our team. Apply today.
So Jen doesn't like this one. No. A deep-sea adventure based on a harrowing true story arrives in theaters this weekend. Take a look here at Last Breath.
Diver, in the water at 300 feet. Bell, do you copy? Comms check.
Comms check.
Saturation divers working on the ocean floor run into a little snag in Last Breath.
The thrusters have gone offline.
How many?
All of them.
It's moving. Get out of there.
Right now.
That proves easier said than done.
The ship's not drifting. Chris has become our anchor. That's never going to hold.
Chris, on me. What happens now?
Your umbilical. It's going to snap.
Director Alex Parkinson, who'd made a documentary on the actual incident, put actors Simu Liu and Finn Cole in the real gear.
They were properly using the saturation diving kit and using umbilicals, so they're breathing from an air supply, surface air supply. They weren't breathing from scuba tanks.
We trained, learned how to use the equipment, and then we went down and we shot ourselves underwater doing exactly what the sat divers would have been doing.
Cole had made a New Year's resolution to do more scuba diving.
But yeah, I had this trip planned and had to cancel it, and but I got my scuba diving in
They say, what's the #1 way to guarantee work as an actor? And it's book a vacation.
Woody Harrelson got to meet Duncan, the veteran diver he plays.
We're gonna be too late. It's a body recovery now.
No, it's not. I'm not losing a diver today.
It really was his energy, his insistence that he's going to retrieve his friend and his friend is not going to die. That was a big part of what happened that day.
This isn't working.
You can do this, buddy.
I'm with you.
Incoming swell. Brace for impact.
Chris, diver, where are you?
Gosh, no.
I mean, real tense, right?
I mean, yes, and
heck yeah.
It's wonderful that they're, showing that there are people that do that job and that.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story, but I cannot watch that with my fear of claustrophobia, water.
It's got a lot of things that you have trouble with, all in one tightly wrapped package. Woody's great.
Yeah.
Woody's fantastic. I don't know. It just even talking about
I know, it makes you tense up.
Yeah,
Tense up.
I can feel my blood pressure doing a little.
Yep.
I had a lot of coffee too, so it could be that.
It could be.
Yeah.
Well, here's something more my speed. A new music competition show is all about living life as a musician on the road. It's called The Road, and it will be hosted by Grammy Award winner Keith Urban. The show follows Urban on a cross-country tour, and at each location, emerging musicians will take the stage as Urban's opening acts before he performs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the audience will have the opportunity to influence which musician will continue on the tour and move to the next city. Those live tapings start this weekend with the TV show coming to Local 12 and Paramount Plus this fall.
I like Keith Urban.
Yeah.
I've never seen Keith Urban in concert. I know he's come to town a couple of times, but I haven't seen him in concert. I think he put on a great show.
Wasn't he here last year with the VOA Music Festival?
I think that might be right. I think that might be correct.
I think so.
Yeah. Married to Nicole Kidman?
Right.
Yeah. I like Keith Urban. Hey, speaking of reality TV, Survivor is back tonight with the premiere of Survivor 48. But producers of the show, they are already thinking ahead. The big 50th season. Let's let Jeff Probst explain.
The theme is, it's called In the Hands of the Fans. And what that means is, for the first time ever, the producers will not be in charge of the game. The fans will. So every so often during Survivor 48, fans will have a chance to vote on key elements of the game that are going to design the adventure for the returning players. So they are truly going to decide if there's a Final Four fire-making challenge or not, if the players get rice in the beginning or not.
You control their food.
Yeah. Hey, Probst says bringing the fans in is the show's way of saying thank you to viewers for 25 years of loyalty. You can catch Survivor 48 at 8 p.m. on Local 12. There's something about those early seasons, and I know I mention it every time we talk about Survivor, but they hit different because genuinely those people were on just this side of starvation.
Right.
And it was riveting television.
And there were
I'm not
a
sure
lot
that's, says very much about me, but it was riveting television.
There were a lot of injuries and people that had to leave the show because of things that happened. Yeah. That's scary.
I think it's curious to put that in the hands of the people because
the people
might be cruel.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see what the people do.
Yeah.
All right, come on down.
Oh, so good.
Thank you. The Price is Right is America's longest running TV show, game show. And it makes television history today with its 10,000th episode.
That's silly.
In a recent interview, Drew Carey says that he still feels like the new guy, even though he's been hosting the show for 13 years now.
I watched it in college, and Price is Right just stood out because it was people going bananas. It's a really good cross-section of America.
Now, since its debut in 1972, more than 75,000 people have been called to come on down. And according to producers, the show has given out an estimated $300 million in cash and prizes. The Price is Right airs at 12 or on Local 12 at 11.
I still like Mountain Climber.
Mountain Climber guy. What do they call that one?
The yodeler guy.
The yodeler. I can't remember the name of the actual
It's
game.
still probably my Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's a good one. And Plinko. Plinko's great too. All right.
all good.
Those are my Price is Right memories. You're welcome.
Now it's 8:40. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Just ahead, we chat with the cast of, and we're allowed to say it because it's not a theater, Macbeth at the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company.
What's Penny's secret weapon?
Drinks at the pool are on these.
The Big Bang Theory.
Tonight at 7 on Star 64.
On the next Young Sheldon.
Dear Lord, please forgive me. I shouldn't have finished that scratcher. Gambling is a sin.
Why's Missy saying we're rich?
Mary hits the jackpot.
Ooh, we getting something fun with the money?
Talking about a dishwasher.
When did your dreams die?
When we had kids.
George.
The next Young Sheldon.
Tonight at 7:30.
A new year means new adventures. Be ready for anything in a Ford SUV. Excitement awaits with big savings on a new Ford Explorer, Escape, or Bronco Sport. Go over any type of terrain with Ford's exclusive GOAT modes. Conquer every mile. Unleash your potential. Save like never before. Ford SUVs. Now you're ready for anything. Now get a 2025 Ford Explorer with $2,000 total cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I have tried juicing and diet and exercise. I couldn't get these troubled areas to shift.
Sound familiar? You're not alone. That's why this celebrity housewife went to Sono Bello. One visit, permanent fat removal.
I saw results right away. The whole thing is just so exciting because I look in the mirror now and I see the body I missed all these years.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
When it comes to your personal health and happiness, you deserve the absolute best.
I'm just so thrilled with it. I just feel so much more confident. My body image feels great. I feel back to old Dorinda.
Dorinda transformed her body in one visit, and now you can too. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now. Call 1-800-799-4396 or go to sonobello.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Big news from the Children's Theater of Cincinnati. The theater company has announced the first season of shows at their new location in the Emery Theater. Those shows are The Wizard of Oz, Elf, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and How to Train Your Dragon, the musical. According to the Children's Theater, the Emery will reopen its doors in October. There is one last show, however, this season at the Taft. That's Frozen Jr., which will take to the stage on April 25th. Curses, treason, murder. Am I describing the first block of our newscast? No. It's Shakespeare's infamous Scottish play, Macbeth, that takes to the stage at the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company.
That's right. And here to talk about their unique take on this literary classic, we have actress Haley Guthrie, who plays Lady Macbeth, and Brian Isaac Phillips, producing artistic director and CEO of the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thanks for having us.
Especially as we were saying, this is Tech Week.
Dragging you in on Tech Week.
Previews tonight, right? So you've got a show tonight, technically.
We do.
Yeah, and you're in here, so
Exciting.
thank you. So you guys always do a unique take on Shakespeare or whatever show that you're doing. Tell us where this is set and how you're doing this show.
Sure. Our director for this production is Christopher V. Edwards. He's the artistic director of the Actors Shakespeare Project out of Boston. And he's bringing this play to life set in sort of a early 1960s, late 1950s sort of government conspiracy intrigue setting. Sort of using the witches as government agents to sort of influence and inspire Macbeth and Lady Macbeth to make a play for power. So very interesting take for us and very exciting to watch on stage.
And we're seeing some of the promotional video on screen right now.
Fascinating, timely.
And Haley, you're playing Lady Macbeth. So what is your approach to this character?
Hanging on for the ride.
Okay.
She is she is a lot of energy, and she starts at a 10. And it's been trying to figure out if I start at a 10.
And you just go above.
How do I keep going?
And you turn it up to 11, if you will.
More? Yes. And so that's been
sort of the approach is to find that energy and kind of keep it.
And sustain it, and then how do you move it, and where does it flow, and how does it change? And
especially in this take, which is in the late 50s, early 60s. How is that played with you, or how have you taken the character and adapted it to that? Have you enjoyed this interpretation of it?
I have enjoyed it very much. Luckily, given a lot of shifts in where we are starting with her, she's already a little off kilter at the very beginning, which makes it nice because there's an explanation of why we're starting at 10 versus just being like, I'm taking over the world. At least for me, that's been a nice part of it. So.
Yeah, you know, the play always sort of asks a question about what were the Macs like before this play for Power and everything, and what was their family life like, what was their personal life like, and I think Chris has done a really nice job of setting up a backstory that's really interesting to see come to life, and then always it's interesting to see how much Lady Mac does or does not press the buttons in the journey, and I think Haley does an amazing job of subtly pressing those buttons.
Subtle buttons, for sure. So we always talk about when somebody from Cincy Shakes comes in here, some people will always be a little bit intimidated by Shakespeare. They hear Shakespeare and they kind of go, who should come see this show? Is it everybody's going to come in and get something out of this show, or do you have to be Shakespearean to come in and really enjoy it?
No, everybody can see this show. Yeah. And I think that the amazing thing about Shakespeare is that when you see it live, the way it comes to life and comes off of that play, that's the way it was meant to be experienced. That's what Shakespeare was going for back when he was originally writing. And then I think Chris's staging specifically of this makes it extremely accessible. I think that's one of the reasons why we've sold out our educational matinees for this as well. So we have 4 weeks of educational matinees. They're all gone. And that's because one, it's a curriculum title, but because of the accessible way in which we stage plays, I think teachers really enjoy bringing their students down to the theater to see it.
I wanted to ask you about that because I know Children's Theater does a lot of the productions for, obviously children. During the week, they have their matinee shows for kids in schools. If people are out there, and you said this run is sold out for students, as far as the schools coming to visit you, but how does that happen? Does a school reach out to you and say, we'd like to set this up, or do you have regular schools that you work with?
Both. So we have regular schools that we'll call every year and let them know what our program is going to be when we do our season announcement, which will be March 5th for us. And then we also reach out to people and sort of let them know, and they can call us, they can call our education department and schedule something as soon as that announcement happens for the coming year.
Man. So what ages do you usually have?
It's usually high school age and a little bit of college. Occasionally, if it's like something like A Midsummer Night's Dream, it might skew a little bit young. But we also have opportunities in the evening as far as student rush tickets and student groups that can come. So if you can't get into one of those morning matinees, there is an opportunity to see it in the evening as well.
Haley, for you as a performer, when you have one of these days come up where you know you're going to have an afternoon performance for schools, and then you're going to be doing something that evening. You described this character, you're already starting at 10. Yeah. Well, how do you start at 10 for a show that's, in the middle of the afternoon, and then get back to 10 for another show that night?
Yeah, a lot of self-care.
That's good. That's great.
Go home, you relax, maybe do some hot yoga, have some soup.
Yeah.
But it's a reset. You've got to bring it all down and push it all out and take a break.
I was watching, I think it's Anna Gasteyer. Talk about what she does on Broadway, and she was saying, we are athletes, and that really, I had never really thought of it that way, but especially like a show, especially when you're doing 2 and you start at 10, you're essentially an athlete, you're putting your body through a lot.
It feels
so
like
you do need a lot of self-care.
Yeah, it is, emotionally it feels like we do it once, and I came home and I looked at my husband and I was like, I am so emotionally tired. I feel like I've been crying all day, and I haven't been crying all day. It was for a few seconds there, and for some reason it just, it's a lot.
Well, you talk about the athletic piece to it, right? It's the emotional athletics, but also with a play like this, we actually have physical athletics on stage with all of the sword fighting and knife fighting and combat that happens, and the choreography with the witches and everything. So it is a not only an emotional roller coaster, but a physical one as well for a lot of the actors.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Because you obviously do a lot of work with people who come in from Boston or from wherever. Who does the fight choreography? How long does it take that kind of stuff?
So we have a pretty long relationship with Gina Saramelli-Meckley. Yeah, and she's amazing. And I can't imagine how many Macbeths she's done at this point. But every time she comes, she works with the director to make sure that she's telling the story in a unique way that kind of collaborates with that director's vision and that setting. And she's done an amazing job on this one. So,
well, you mentioned that your season announcement is coming up. So I probably can't push you to give us any hints, but anything you want to say about it, the announcement?
There's going to be some Shakespeare.
Oh, that's wonderful to know.
No cap.
Brian wins today.
See?
You win. Well, that was very good.
Wonderful.
You and T. Higgins. Follow him
Yeah,
immediately
there we go.
on X or Twitter.
T's going to be in the show. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay.
That was the takeaway. Yep. Oh gosh, times, tickets, all of that kind of good stuff.
Yeah,
Break it all down for us.
CincyShakes.com. We run for the next few weeks, opening this Friday, and hurry up because tickets are going fast.
Awesome. Thank you both for coming in. Break a leg. Have a great run. Have a great run.
Thank you so much.
It's almost 8:51. We'll be right back.
Greg takes Prevagen for his brain, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I live in Bloomington, Illinois. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me. I've been taking Prevagen for 8 years now, and it's doing me tremendously.
Prevagen, for your brain.
Ever feel like a spectator in your own life with chronic migraine? 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. In a survey, 91% of users wish they'd started sooner. So why wait? Talk to your doctor.
Botox effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as trouble swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions like ALS, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines like botulinum toxins, which may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Chronic migraine may still keep you from being there. Ask your doctor about Botox today. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Get back in the swing of things. Back on your feet. Back to work. Just tell us what hurts. Ortho Cincy offers online scheduling, same and next day appointments, walk-in orthopedic urgent care. Ortho Cincy, the orthopedic authority.
6 layers?
More.
15 layers?
More.
A zillion layers? Infinity layers!
More. Wait.
Open the door to a new career opportunity with PDQ Doors. Apply today at mypdqdoor.com. PDQ Doors is the leading garage door company in the area and offers incredible benefits with competitive pay. Apply today, mypdqdoor.com.
We have to fight. This is how we do it. We have made a mine detection robot. What do you want? To win.
Good morning. We are taking a nice look outside right now. At this point, we've got nice blue skies. I'll tell you what, yesterday was just what we needed. I got out to the dog park. It got up to the 60s, I think, or if not to the 60s, close, and it was just lovely. Today, we do have the chance for some rain later and possibly some storms, I believe. Meteorologist Tara Blake will be up in the 9 o'clock hour, and she's going to talk all about that. And we always have your conditions for you at local12.com.
So yesterday, we talked about the second coming of the fire festival thing. Guy's going to go to the beach in Mexico and says all the people are coming, and nobody even knows if it's true. But we wanted to know if you could make your own concert sort of festival lineup.
Nope, that's not what we asked.
That's not? What did we ask?
We asked about any weird,
crazy thing. That's
fun
right.
concert experience.
That's right.
Anything.
Thank you.
It could have been crazy. It could have been great. It could have been weird. So let's start with Myrna, who said, I went to both of the Elvis concerts in Cincinnati. Best concerts of my life.
David,
amazing.
That is, I mean, you got to see the king. David with a very lengthy response. I don't know if it's a concert, but when I was young, I was with my mother at the Cincinnati Pops, and they were doing a talk on the French horn, and the performer played the opening to Star Wars, and then the Pops played Star Wars intro while the 501st Legion walked down the aisle. I got to see Imperial Guards, Stormtroopers, and Darth Vader.
Of course that's a concert. That's
David,
amazing.
that's amazing.
Yeah, Cheryl says, I had an older work friend that had a son who worked in the radio business. We got tickets to the Bob Seger concert at the Coliseum.
Let's go.
She also had backstage passes. And we got to talk to Bob one-on-one, and he signed my ticket. Still have that ticket. That's awesome.
Cynthia says, we used to go to Buffett every year.
What did Cynthia see on the lawn?
The time he did 5 shows, I went to every one. And always All caps.
I've heard the lawn is the place to be.
Oh, debauchery.
That's what I bet.
Parrot head debauchery.
I bet Cynthia has some stories that she didn't feel comfortable putting on Facebook, that she's seen things.
Good-spirited debauchery,
Yeah.
but debauchery nonetheless.
That's what happened to me on the lawn, not me.
Do you want to?
Well, that's just one of my many stories. It's in the morning. It's early. Should I tell this?
I don't.
I was at Lilith Fair. Was it Lilith Fair or Lilith Festival?
I don't know.
And I was thrown up upon by a group of.
Did you say thrown up upon?
Yes, I'm still in the Shakespeare.
Thrown up
I was
upon.
thrown up upon by a group of wild women, been enjoying themselves in the hot sun all day.
Was that back when the lawn was actual lawn?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So it was really earthy.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
I think I just kind of rolled around.
Like you were on fire?
No, just got it off and just continued on with the concert.
Okay.
Because that's what you do. It was like Woodstock for me. It was my Woodstock.
Mine was, and I know you had a similar. It was my Woodstock. You had a similar thing, I think, with Barry Manilow, where you got to go up on stage.
I did.
I
got
went
to
up
sing
on
with
stage
Barry
with Bryan Adams.
Yeah, that's right.
So that would be
Yeah.
mine, I think, for sure.
Oh, we have a question of the day.
Survivor starts tonight. If you could be on a reality show, what reality show? We'll give you a game show too. Would you like to be on? And you got to tell us why. You know you got to tell us why. Go to the Arc Cincinnati with Bob and Jen Facebook page. Jen is making a post right now. It will say end of show post Wednesday. Your reality show, the one you would win. What would it be?
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds.